Yo, 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 what's going on, everyone? What up, what up? It's your girl, Audie, getting at you guys with another Audie's Art Struggles podcast episode. Today is March 22nd, 2025, and I just knew that I had to make a Art Struggles because guess what I'll be doing today? I don't even know if it's like art related, only because it's just painting or spraying 2 wood panels that my parents are bringing me from Home Depot. It is for our yard, and my mom asked me to spray paint them, and she was like, do we have to, or should we meet at a Home Depot so that, we can pick it up and purchase it? And I was like, yeah, we can do that. And she told me about it yesterday, and she was like, oh, it may not be tomorrow, it might be the next day, but it's today. And she told me this yesterday. So I forgot about it. I thought I had another day, and I don't like when people spring things up on me, and my mom is famous for doing that. Like, she just throws you in shit, and I'm really like frustrated right now, and I'm trying like not to be, I'm trying not to feel some type of way, but like I'm just like, I'm not thinking about that. Like, and I'm not trying to like shade my mom or anything. Like, I'm not trying to pass on this feeling of what I'm feeling to my audience. Sorry, but like, I just don't like that. Like, and this is the thing. Like, let me know if you guys are like this, but like, you don't have any plans, right? But you feel like you have a lot of plans. And then when somebody throws something at you, you're just like, you just fucked up all my plans. But there's literally like no plans, right? Like, you had no plan. But like, when somebody throws something at you, you're just like, you just fucked up everything. That's how I feel. So yeah, like I'm trying to figure out what to do. Like, the time right now is 3:20 in the afternoon. And oh my gosh, like, and I have to go out and do some modern work, do deliveries. I'm trying to start at like 5:00, but like I end up either going out at like 6 or 7. And like right now, like just talking, like my eyes are like wanting to close and stay shut. Like, I'm already like fed up. Fuck. Anyways, so yeah, I ordered the paint. I just got a quart. I didn't get a gallon. Oh my gosh, a quart of paint is $21.98, when I remember like 5 years ago, a quart of paint was $10, $12 at the most, depending on what sheen that you want. Now it's fucking like $21. So I spent like $23 after taxes. So for a quart of paint, are you fucking joking? Anyways, yeah, I'm just trying to just keep my fucking mouth shut. But yeah, so yeah, that's a thing. So I tried getting it for pickup at where my parents are nearby right now. And when I went to checkout, it was like, oh, you can just pick it up down the street. And I'm like, fuck, I changed the location and it didn't even do it. Like, what? So that was frustrating. So I had to text my mom and be like, yeah, you have to pick it up down the street. She didn't get back to me, but yeah. And I put it under my dad's name, and I was like, be sure he has his ID. Like, they just like to fucking ask. And I bought a quart, not a gallon. So all of these things I had to tell my parents, because they don't do curbside pickup on anything. So I had to tell them. So what I wanted to talk about today is it was very upsetting when it happened. First I was very excited, and then when I got a reply, I was very fucking disappointed. So basically, I mean, you guys, if you guys don't know, I am a woodworker. I have a table saw. I have all the major saws and things that I need to do a woodworking project. But unfortunately, where I currently am right now, I live in the city, and I also have another home 4 hours north on the Hopi reservation, and my table saw could no longer be here in the city because, it's just their fucking rules where I live. So it's very, very frustrating. So we had to move my table saw up north. Now, because of that, I can't work on anything, right? So sorry, my voice is all fucked up. I don't know if you guys can hear it. But so I reached out to to the lumber yard where I purchased my wood. Love that place. One of my favorite places to be, next to Home Depot. And I reached out to them, and I was like, do you guys know of a open wood shop, like woodworking shop, that I could just take my wood and make some cuts? If I have to pay like some membership dues or anything like that, like I'll be able to do that. I'm interested. And the freaking owner, like the president, fucking wrote me back, and I felt honored. Okay. She gave me 2 pieces of information, and one of them stuck out to me because this person is not that far away from where I'm at right now in the city. And I reached out to him, and I called. I guess he works at, he's a wood shop teacher at a high school. Called the high school because that was the number that she gave me, and left my information, or not. I didn't leave. I got his information. Excuse me, and I emailed him. So I was like, hey, I reached out to the lumber yard, and they recommended you, and I'm asking if you have like an open shop that I can go and make some cuts. I also heard that you hold wood shop classes. Like, I think I'd be interested in that. I mean, because you gotta hang with your own peeps, right? Like, I don't think I really need to learn anything other than like new tools or, new plans or just, whatever. And please get back to me. This motherfucker kept it so fucking short with me. He was like, oh, I don't have classes until August, and just hit me up then, and then I can get you in. And it was pretty much like a big fuck you. No, like, I'm not giving you a place to, work, use the tools. And mind you, he's at a fucking high school. Like, that's not his own personal business or his own workshop. So I don't know. And like I said, and I said the same thing about the membership dues. Like, if I have to pay every month just to be able to come in whenever I like to or whenever I need to, just to have a place or spot to cut and work, I'll pay that. Nothing about that. So it dawns to me that he only read the end part of my email, and that was the only thing that he responded to. And this is the fucking thing. Like, I don't understand why people, they don't respond to kindness. They don't respond to the greeting, right? Because I mean, every person that I write, like, even if it's business, like, I'm just like, hi, good morning, how are you? Hope you're, everyone there at your business is doing good and doing great. Complimenting them about the job that they're doing or the work that they're doing. And then I get into, like, oh, I wanted to collab or wanted to get information, just whatever, right? And it's like, I hope my email finds you well, and this and that, and I look forward to talking with you soon. And they're just like, they don't say like, oh, like, yes, everybody here is doing good, thank you so much for your support in our business, and what a compliment. But yeah, let me answer to every fucking thing that you said in your paragraph. No, they're just like what that dude said. Like, he was like, oh yeah, I don't have classes until August. Hit me up in September and I'll try to get you in, and like, fuck off. He may not have meant it like that, but like, I just don't like, how the fuck are you getting customers? How the fuck are you getting students by talking to us like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't imagine. Like, it's all about engagement. It's all about communicating. And they talk like this and they get all the business. They could be so disrespectful to people and like not be so informative. Like, they're just really bad and shitty with people. And they don't have any communication skills, and they don't give a fuck to communicate better, just as long as they're getting people looking and signing up and paying. So I don't know, like, I mean, I was happy that the lumberyard reached out and actually gave me like information and was like, here, try this person. And I was happy about it. I reached out to the high school and they gave me his email, and I reached out. I was very professional, very thorough of what I was looking for. And he was just like, fuck off unless you're going to give me money now kind of fucking attitude. But yeah, that shit fucking pissed me off. That pissed me the fuck off, because I was like, everybody's gatekeeping everything. And I said this before, like, I do gatekeep a lot of shit because that's just my findings, that's my blueprint, and it's only for me. Like, this is how I run my business. This is my blueprint. I've calculated, I've tried and tested everything, and this is what works for me, but I'm not gonna gatekeep tools. I'm not gonna gatekeep, what helped me along the way, and like something that I got from like another woodworker, or like, I'm not gonna gatekeep those things, but like my own plans, those are mine. Right? Because I did the calculations. I had the idea and I tried and tested everything. Made flaw after flaw after flaw. And like, I'm just not going to give it away. You fucking crazy. But you can call me selfish if you want. But like, if somebody wanted to use my tools, like, I would let them. Just don't break it. And if you break a blade, like, just replace it. I'll let you use my tools. You know what I'm saying? If you want some of my wood scraps, sure, but I just felt like this guy was gatekeeping. Like, oh, I'm going to profit. I'm going to make a profit. I'm not going to let anyone come into my shit and work for free. That's what I said. I will pay membership dues if I have to, if I must. That's not a thing. That's not a big thing for me. So, yeah, that was about 2-3 fucking weeks ago. And I'm just like, okay, I'm never reaching out to this motherfucker. And yeah, I just, yeah. So anyway, I actually, because of that, I was pissed. I was butthurt. Because I'm just as professional and as honest as I can be. And that's a pussy fucking answer that I got back. I went onto Amazon and I purchased a miniature handsaw. I was watching a bunch of reviews on YouTube, and I was pleased but yet also disappointed because they were only using a handsaw for like only one certain type of wood, which was plywood. And plywood is very cheap, and I work with I forget what they call it, but like it's practically just compacted sawdust, and it is very heavy, but at times it can be soft, right? And also it depends on the thickness and how big the panel is, but it's very fucking heavy, like just for an uncut panel. But I wish that people that do these reviews, I wish they would cut all types of fucking wood with whatever saw they get, with the blade that it comes with. Because I was like, I wonder how this handsaw will cut my type of wood that I use in my projects. And can the blade withstand it? But they're talking about like, oh, dust collection. And it's like, we don't give a fuck about the dust collection. We give a fuck about the cut. We give a fuck about the depths of the wood, what kind of wood it is. Is it hard? Like, how does it cut in softwood and hardwood? Like these types of things, like, and for me, it's not a very good review. It's like, okay, yeah, we've seen it fucking cut plywood, but how the fuck does it cut on these other types of fucking wood? Like, fucking get real. Or you guys just fucking cheap asses and you only can afford fucking plywood. I mean, I don't know. That's just me. That's just me talking shit. That's just me being disappointed and just me being like, yo, like, what is this? And I know somebody out there right now is listening to this and being like, well, why don't you come out with your own review? Well, true, but I want to see how it could be before I just go opening it. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Call me a fucking Karen. I don't give a fuck. Like, it's just, like that's a review. Like, you gotta tell people how to fucking do their jobs and shit. You gotta tell people how to do their shit, like, better, right? But anyhow, I am gonna try. I do have some wood in the shed, and I was thinking about like what I should actually like cut. I was thinking about making either like more bookshelves, or I was thinking of just cutting those up and using them for the framework of an idea that I have. I feel like my throat is so fucking dry. You guys hear it? Oh my gosh, I'm starting to talk like a Kardashian. And just Rob isn't gonna like it. I feel like, yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear it. Oh my gosh, so embarrassing. Yeah, so I'm kind of wondering, I mean, I don't know if you guys know, if you guys listen to the Why Run podcast, but I got a hearing aid now. So like, I'm kind of wondering if the hearing aid has anything to do with my talking, like, because I feel like talking, or no, hearing, it kind of projects how you talk, right? Am I making sense? I don't know. But I kind of feel like it's either my throat or it's my hearing aid. Like, did I blow out my hearing aid already? That's why I'm thinking that I'm talking weird. Does that make sense? I don't know. But yes, I have a hearing aid, and it's been about like a full week now that I've had it, and it's okay. I mean, I don't know. We're not gonna get into it right now, but yeah, I have a hearing aid now, and I'm just wondering if it's just my hearing aid that makes me think that I'm like talking with. Yeah. Anyways, I just said that. Here I go repeating myself. So another thing that happened is I went on Facebook Marketplace and I was just browsing, right? And I came across a post of a woman selling 3 sketchbooks, mixed media sketchbooks, 60 pages each book, and I forget the pounds of the paper. And she was selling these 3 books for $10 all together. And I got so excited. I hit her up and I was like, I'm interested. When can I get them? And I went shopping for those at like 8:30 at night to like 9 o'clock. And I was so fucking willing to jump in my car and go get them at 9 o'clock at night. But I ended up going the next day. And when I got there, I was like, oh, like, can I check them out real quick? And she was just like, oh, yeah, go ahead. So I flipped a few pages and I was like, oh, these are nice. And I thought they would be a little bit thicker. But I was like, okay, well, I read the pounds, so it should be fine. And paid her $10 in cash and I took off. I have not sketched in it yet. I was actually wanting to do some original pieces on them and obviously make prints. But I bought them like 3 or 4 days ago and I'm just like just worried about that I may not be able to prioritize my time, because if you guys listen to all the art struggles episodes, you guys hear me complain and yearn for more time to do my art. And I'm listening to art podcasts, as I'm like doing deliveries, because I feel like I need to have some kind of something relatable to art every single day. If I'm not doing, if I'm not picking up a paintbrush on my own, I have to listen to something that's art related. And they talked about prioritizing time to do art, and they were just like, oh, if you want to be like a full-time artist or whatever. Like, I've been a full-time artist like most of my freaking life, okay? Like, but that was when I didn't have so much responsibilities. Now, like, I have all the responsibilities, I know how much my bills cost a month. And I know what I should be doing. And I'm not doing it most of the time because I'm tired. Like, I'm just like struggling with just, like headaches and stuff. Just being sick and like doctor's appointments. Like, I just get so drained. Just trying to figure it out. I'm getting drained. And I'm trying to, I'm trying to figure it out over and over and over and over. And that's stressful. It's fucking stressful. And, like, not only do I have my modern life to get back to, but it's like I'm doing the Why Run podcast with my husband. And sometimes he may not even be there. So it's kind of like, okay, well, I can just do it just like how I'm doing this one with you guys here right now. And then I'm like editing, and then I'm posting, I'm sharing, and then I've added, daily morning and evening prompts on MsDjHoodie.com. Go check it out. and it only takes a few minutes. Like, it only takes me like half an hour at the most. And it's half an hour that I'm looking at that I get to spend time with myself. Yeah, that fucking sounds bad. Like, oh, why would you want to add on? Or like, oh, it's so sad that you have to like have something for yourself, when everything that you do, it is spending time with yourself. But like, sometimes I just don't feel that. I don't feel like me doing deliveries is me spending time with myself. It's like doing for someone else. It's making these delivery services more richer. And it's almost like I'm being paid pennies, and the life getting sucked out of me, the energy getting sucked out of me. And you're frustrated, you're delayed, you're tired, you're sleepy, you're angry, you're losing patience, like you're all of these bad things. And people say like, oh, if you're so tired of doing it, why don't you just not do it? And it's like, well, you kind of have to. Like, you have to work to pay bills and things like that. I know I'm kind of going into like other things that have nothing to do with art, but like, it's having a time or creating time so that I could do my art. And it's just not happening. Like, right now, this doing this podcast, this episode, it is going towards my art, and that's what's making me happy right now. Yeah, I sound upset, about that guy's pussy answer, and having to go out and get like a saw that I have to try and test, and for me, it's not only wasting time, but it's wasting material just to find out how this tool works. It should be exciting, but like, why am I stressed about it? Right? Like, it's almost like, well, I really didn't want to have to go that route, but if I don't have a table saw, I have to use something, and it's an inconvenience almost. And I hate looking at my projects this way. It's like I'm self-sabotaging myself, and it's not a good feeling. It's making me not want to open up the content of the saw and be so excited, like, oh shit, check out these blades, or like, oh, check out what this can do, or like, oh man, I can't wait to get started. See, like, all of that shit, I'm not even feeling those things. I'm not, and I should be. That's how it used to be. So another thing that's kind of driving me up the wall, and I'm really sorry, you guys, like, I know the art like, this is really the art struggles, right? But there should at least be some kind of like excitement. There should be, and there's like none. But another thing that's kind of driving me up the wall is not knowing if I got accepted into the August art show. Like, I'm just waiting for an email. I'm just looking at my mom's desk to see if we got a like the artist packages that they send out, the packets that they send to artists with all their booth information, the rules, and like the tickets, and those things. And I'm just like, I feel like if I know that I got accepted, then it's like, then I have like a real reason to flip out and freak out and be excited and have anxiety all at the same fucking time. And it's like, I'm going to be sad if I don't, because I'm going to be like, yo, you were complaining about this, about all the worrying and the complaining on, like, you're documenting your insanity, right? Here on the art struggles. Why the fuck are you even sad that you got rejected? Like, this is what you manifested. This is what you wanted. You didn't want to struggle and be all the things that like you put that out there, and it manifested, and they were like, no, we don't want you in our show this year. Like, you wanted this, Audie. You wanted it. Like, why are you tripping? Like, why are you complaining now? Or why are you sad? You know? And right now it's like, I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want. I feel like I wouldn't be able to handle it the right ways that I think I should have. But yeah, it's all crazy. It's all wild. But yeah, I want to believe that I could do it, you know? So I'm just like, I want the packet, but I don't. And if I don't have it, then it's like, will those ideas and creativity and the visions that I have of the exact precise things that I want to make, will they ever be manifested? Like, will I ever have it fully completed and done right in front of me? I don't know. And it's like, shame on you. Like, every vision that you had, you like, bitch, you made it happen. Why not now? You know? And I'm going to say this last thing before we go, is that, Audie, you should be glad that you have all the tools. Be glad that you have all the know-how to do the job. You are not starting from the bottom. You are fully equipped to do it. So why the fuck aren't you doing it? My answer to that is, I need a rest. I need to sleep. I need a nap. I'm tired. And that's a letdown. It is. It is a letdown. It's disappointing. It's an outrage. You know, it's all of these things. And that should not fly. It shouldn't. And it mustn't. So when my parents arrive with the quart of paint, bitch, you just gotta be fucking ready. As soon as you end this episode, you better turn your fucking chair around and you better start digging around for your spray gun, the filters, get everything ready so that nobody fucking has anything to fucking say of what the things that you know you should be doing. That should not be said back to you by somebody else. Again, I'm not throwing shade at my parents. It's just what it is. It is this way. You know, and I'm not just speaking for myself. I'm speaking for people that have the same issues. Like, we will drag on a project for a long time. We neglect our works. Like, we start and we don't finish it. That's fucking me. That's me. I do that shit. And I'm the only one that's gonna call myself out. Because other fucking people, they don't know. They don't know that maybe you ran out of material, you ran out of a solution, and you just didn't have the time or the funds, right? Either way, a lot of distractions. Like, people don't know why you stopped. You know, sure, it could be a mental illness. Sure, it could be a heartbreak. Sure, you know, you just lose focus. You know, you're losing sleep. You're tired. People don't fucking know. Only you know. And we have to correct it. We have to correct these things. It may take a long time, but just as long as you know where it's going, and you gotta hold yourself accountable that you are and we are going to get there. I'm your host, Audie. Thank you all so much for pressing play. Don't forget to add, rate, comment, subscribe, follow, and share. And I will check you guys in the next Audie's Art Struggles podcast episode. Check you guys then.